Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. Happy Saturday. This is me re-recording my Friday video from last night for today because something went wrong in the upload and I couldn't fix it. So I apologize for the delay, but it has been relatively slow in the news cycle, both yesterday and today. But we do have some things that I want to talk about, and we're talking about DC and Marvel stuff. But I want to kick this video off by talking Wonder Woman 1984, and the reason why we're talking about that right now is because a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now, Cinemacon happened and the Joker trailer released. And because the Joker trailer was a part of Warner Brothers' presentation, it kind of overtook at least all of my attention, at least for this channel. And we haven't talked about the description and footage from Wonder Woman 1984 that was presented at Cinemacon. So I did want to do that today. We have two descriptions, one from Slash Film and then one from comicbook.com, and they point out some pretty interesting things. So here it goes. In a quick sizzle reel of the footage that had shots from the movie and glimpses behind the scenes, director Patty Jenkins said that Diana is now at the full capability of her powers. She's no longer figuring them out or getting a grasp on what she can do. This is the full-fledged Wonder Woman in Washington, D.C. in 1984. Don't be surprised if we eventually see a Wonder Woman 1984 movie poster with the Washington Monument or something on it, so you know where the movie takes place. Wonder Woman shows off her power by throwing a security guard through the hallway that appeared to be in the White House. Why exactly she would be fighting in the White House of the President of the United States of America is beyond us, unless it was set in modern times. But perhaps there is some kind of threat that she's trying to dispatch with. This could easily be another official building in the Capitol, since a lot of interiors look very similar. A shot shows Steve and Diana in front of the Washington Monument, but the real money shot came when they flashed sequences of footage that was also previously shown at San Diego Comic-Con. There was a quick fight sequence inside your standard 1980s shopping mall, complete with some incredible lasso action by Gal Gadot and a badass shot of Diana sprinting as only a superhero can through a busy city street, assisted by wires since visual effects aren't completed yet. Even so, you still get the right idea of Diana looking like a real superhero. And in comicbook.com's description, it's very short, but Brandon Davis from comicbook.com did add one little piece in there that seemed to be lacking in this Slash Film description. So he says, Wonder Woman jumps across the street. Diana walks in front of the Washington Monument, cuddling with Steve Trevor. She whips her lasso in the mall. Her colleague becomes her nemesis in the form of Cheetah, and it ends with a shot of her jetting down a street at super speed. So, yes, two interesting descriptions of footage that was played at Cinemacon, and I should say the reason why I was reminded of this footage is because Gal Gadot posted on her Instagram account with a picture with the Light of Hope Foundation visiting the set of Wonder Woman 1984, and as other people have pointed out on social media, this set looks exactly like a real world version of the White House. So it seemingly confirms what we're gonna get in this description, and this description it sounds great. You know, I have heard people online kind of talk about how the running sequence where she's running down the street looks incredibly cheap and cheesy, but again, you have to take into consideration that the visual effects are not yet done, and actually that sounds really cool, because as we most of us know, Wonder Woman is almost speedster level fast, and she's one of the most fastest people in the DC universe, and it would be incredibly cool to see some sort of sequence in where she has to maybe possibly fight Cheetah in the movie, and they're having kind of a fight sequence where they're chasing each other down the street. That would be incredible. That sounds awesome. This footage, the biggest thing that gets me excited about this footage is the potential to see Cheetah. I want to see a real look at Cheetah and either her costume or the VFX and what they're going to look like. Obviously, it's really early on because I can't imagine that they're going to have that ready for us to see until next year. And it's really a shame that this movie got pushed from 2019 to 2020. So we're waiting such a long time for this next Wonder Woman movie. So the big questions coming out of this is the fact that Steve Trevor is back with Diana. So the extent of Steve Trevor's role, or Chris Pine's role playing Steve Trevor, is still unknown, but I'm sure it has to do with a twist involving Pedro Pascal's Maxwell Lord character. It doesn't look like we got any footage of him in here, but again, it's really early on. So that's one of the questions. And we do know that in previous comments, Patty Jenkins has said that she wanted to treat almost like a standalone movie, though it is tied in with the bigger, wider DC universe. And what she means by that is, what I take it to mean is, she wants to treat it almost like it's an Indiana Jones style movie where you don't need to watch every other Indiana Jones movie to understand and enjoy what's happening in this movie. So that's the way I see her treating it. It's really exciting that she's going to be at her full capability of her powers, because we spent some time not realizing in the first Wonder Woman what she was really capable of, and then by that third act, though the third act was a little messy, we saw how overpowered she can be, and especially in defeating Ares with one little click of her wrists. And I wasn't a big fan of that part, but yeah, we see how powerful she can be. So I'm really, really intrigued to see how much of a threat this Cheetah character can actually be. And yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that excites me about this. Of course, I talked about how exciting it is to see potentially Diana at her full speed with her speedster level speed, possibly having a fight sequence on the street. Sounds really, really cool. And of course, we're gonna get a lot of 80s nostalgia moments, and we've been getting a lot of that lately in pop culture, but I'm still not tired of it. So can't wait to see what happens there. So let me know what you guys thought about this footage description. I could easily see why this footage description and the news about this kind of went on the wayside in comparison to the Joker trailer at Cinemacon, because that Joker trailer was a masterpiece of a trailer, better than any movie probably will end up being. So I'm hoping not, but that is the case with these trailers that are this great. So it's easy to see why I forgot about this, but I wanted to bring it up to you guys now, just in case you haven't heard about it. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. But let's move on to the next topic, and the next topic has to do with Shazam, and it's two things. So we have the person who plays Pedro, and I should say spoilers ahead if you guys don't want to know any spoilers and you haven't seen Shazam yet for some reason. If you haven't, you guys need to get on that already. I'm going to be seeing it for a second time this upcoming Tuesday with some coworkers who haven't seen it, but yes, spoilers ahead. Okay, so now that all of you guys have fast forwarded through this, if you haven't seen Shazam, let's talk about this picture that this actor DJ Catrona, I think is his name. Let me see. But he posted a picture that shows the Shazam family in their full suits, and it looks awesome. So you can see here, and there are actually multiple pictures now since last night's video that I've found, and you can see the Shazam family in their full suits, and it really, really makes me think about those comments that I think the costume designer or one of the producers made in an interview, where she mentioned how much it costs to make the suits of for the Shazam movie, and I think she had mentioned some staggering number, like $1 million, because they made 6 versions of the suit. And a lot of people in the comment section and around the web were really baffled about that much money being spent on one suit or one type of suit. But really, it looks like now what she really meant by that is they made different versions of the suit because the Shazam family was in the movie. And a lot of us, it flew by our heads, but I have been talking about it leading up to the movie that I think the Shazam family will be in the movie, and they were, and it looks glorious. So here you can see other pictures from behind the scenes from his from there. It looks to be a camera phone. So really exciting news. And other news that has dropped in regards to this Shazam movie is the fact that the Blu-ray is being released, and it's going to be released on July 2nd, and you can see the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray cover right here, and it's very, very simplistic. I like it. I usually get the Best Buy Blu-ray Steelbooks. It's been an addiction of mine to get all my favorite movies in Steelbook form ever since it's been introduced. So let me know in the comments below if you guys will be picking up the Blu-ray version of Shazam. I'm really curious to see what the special features are for this. Hopefully it has some sort of sneak peek to maybe the Joker movie, because I know with the release of Aquaman, we got a sneak peek of Shazam. More likely than not, it's not going to happen, but hey, one can hope, right? So let me know if you guys are going to end up picking up these 4K Blu-ray Steelbooks, or let me know what you guys thought about the Shazam behind the scenes images in the comments down below. So the final topic today is regarding Avengers Endgame, and I'm going to be talking about the marketing and the potential domestic box office projections for this movie. So I don't know if you guys have seen it. I haven't done, usually Darren and I will do reactions to TV spots and trailers, but to be honest, a lot of the TV spots and marketing has been very underwhelming for this movie. Not that I'm not excited, of course I'm excited, I'm going to be watching it at the first showing on Thursday, but the marketing has just been very underwhelming, and a lot of you guys have let me know that, especially in our trailer reactions. But you know, there has been new TV spots coming out, and they even dropped a full scene of the movie. And again, they've been pretty underwhelming, and I feel like they're not showing us much. They're just giving us little hero shots of all our characters. And yeah, let me know if you guys feel the same way, because I know some of you guys in there are not Marvel fans or MCU fans, but those of you that are in our who are watching this video, let me know what you guys think about the marketing. Has it worked? Has it satisfied you so far? Because it hasn't really satisfied me, but again, I was already gonna have my butt in the seat anyways. But the other thing I wanted to talk about outside of the marketing is the potential box office projections for this movie, the domestic box office projections, because this movie is going to be 3 hours long, so that's something to consider in guessing what you think that this movie is going to make at the box office. So just to really look at a recap of the highest grossing domestic opening weekends, we have Avengers Infinity War sitting at the top at $257 million, and then we have Star Wars Force Awakens at 247, Star Wars Last Jedi at 220, and then you can see the other movies down here, and that is quite a list to be on. And this movie has a lot of people expecting that it's going to be to break the record that Avengers Infinity War has, and some people even speculate that it might hit $300 million opening weekend. That sounds like a incredible, unreachable number, and I'm really curious to see if any of you guys think it actually might hit that number. For me, I'm going to give you guys my guess right now. I think it's going to hit around 275 opening weekend. I do think there are some theaters out there that are running 24/7 to air this movie, but then again, even that seems really high, given how there are going to be a lot of kids and families that want to watch this movie but might be turned off by that long runtime. But I can't imagine that's going to hold the parents back from taking their kids, so I'm going to say 275. Let me know what you guys are predicting down in the comments below, because I'm really curious to see how many of you guys can get it right, especially given that this movie has a lot of different variables running for it. So let me know, is this going to make history and hit 300 million? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for notifications for all our videos. And definitely drop your comments down below, because I'm going to do the reading the comments for Sunday tomorrow, and hopefully we can start some discussions about what you guys want to talk about. Thank you guys again. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.